Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today I'm going to be playing Rogue State. It's a game that basically puts you in charge of a similar country to post-revolutionary Iran, but I also believe it has some kind of modern connotations as well, because I think there's a nuclear program or something. I did a first look video of this way back when it first came out. I enjoyed it quite a bit, but I only played it for, a short period of time. I wasn't doing a full review. It was just sort of a like, oh, this is interesting. And then I got sidetracked by other items and never really gave the game its full due, in my opinion. So I am live streaming right now on YouTube. This will probably be broken up and put into some videos on demand. So if it seems a little bit odd where I direct my comments to an audience or things like that, that's why. But I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to get started, and we'll see... We'll see what we find out. So we can be either a female or a man. This guy looks mysteriously like the Iranian, to me anyway, the Iranian president. Not the current one, but it was the guy who was in charge, I think, when Bush and the early years of Obama. Was it Ahmadinejad or something? I'm horrible with names. But anyway, so our family name is going to be the Historical... Uh-oh. We can't fit it. Okay. Historical gamer? Oh, it doesn't fit. Hist gamer. Hist gamer. What a family name. Okay, so there's multiple game options, which I don't remember before. There are also scenarios, so we can play the normal game, we can play the hardened game, we can play the endless game. It looks like this is something that plays through some scenarios, so there are 4 different scenarios that are locked right now, but there's also an endless mode where there's no storyline, and achievements and high scores are disabled. I'm kind of tempted to do the endless mode just to see how I can do, but I'm open to feedback, so what do you guys think? Oh, do story for now. Okay, so I guess we'll do that. We'll do normal game mode. Doesn't let me play hard because I guess I'm not good enough.
We're going live in 3, 2, 1.
Basenji News Hour.
For those just joining us, we are fortunate to have an audience today with our glorious leader.
Oh, indeed.
Excellency, last week we experienced the conclusion of the trial of the tyrant King Solomon, with his execution scheduled for next Friday. With the Great Revolution finally concluded, what will the future...
Can you guys hear the audio as well? Like, I know you can hear me, but can you hear the gameplay?
Well, Zara, King Solomon was a corrupt and sadistic man. Under his rule, our people served while he sold away our most sacred objects to pay for his own luxuries. Hundreds of thousands of souls died under his tyranny, yet he was tolerated by the American imperialists. His death will give us closure, but our work is only just beginning. The people's revolution is never really over.
The ever-continuous revolution. We must continue the ideals of the revolution. Very Maoist. And Iranian, too.
To maintain order while a new constitution is drafted. One that meets the needs of all the people.
Alright, give me 1 second. I'm going to adjust this just a little bit. And then tell me if the audio between myself and the gameplay still sounds okay.
Many were expecting your brother Farouk would be named by the revolution.
Farouk, the treacherous.
What role will he have in the transitional government?
Farouk is popular, to be certain, and was a fellow patriot of the revolution. He will be given an appropriate role in my cabinet.
It is often said that the Americans are suspicious of our transitional government, and that you face a great deal of pressure from domestic interests seeking reforms.
Our first priority is, of course, reconstruction. The American imperialists are of no concern at this time. Governance is not an easy task, but I assure you...
Drill, baby, drill!
...a stronger Basenji together.
Thank you again for your...
I love the name Basenji, and I love their national anthem. The Basenji News Hour. I really hope they make, like, a follow-on to this. Maybe, like, a North Korea or, like, something else. As glorious leader of our newly founded People's Republic of Basenji, the PRB, You elect to set your offices in the royal palace of the late tyrant king. Outside, hundreds of workers dismantle the blood-stained barricades installed by the monarchists last year. Another painful reminder of all that was lost in the war. I don't know why I'm changing my accent. Key revolutionary figures across a spectrum of political ideologies are now selfishly looking to be rewarded with appointments to inter-circle cabinet positions. Okay, so let's see here. The finance minister, assigning a finance minister boosts our treasury income by $3 million per turn. As finance minister, Farouk will funnel $5 million into his personal private accounts. Well, fuck you, Farouk. We ain't assigning. Oh, wait, Farouk. Oh, that's my brother. Darn, my brother. Corrupt. We could go with Hibakuri. He's a patriot. Is defense minister Farouk? Wait, oh, okay. So Farouk is apparently just a weight on our foot. Okay, so defense minister. Assigning a defense minister will boost our military's loyalty by 2 per turn. As defense minister, Farouk will drop your military loyalty by 2 per turn. Okay, so we can't really afford to have him as our... maybe we should go back. Let's do this, because I want my patriot to be my defense minister. I need a loyal defense minister willing to... Well, maybe it should be a fundamentalist, actually. I'm wondering what will allow us to crack down on people more. So he's the defense minister for now. Intelligence minister. Farouk will make intelligence breakthroughs 25% more less likely. I actually think that's like the least impactful thing, potentially. Action approval, or private accounts, or relations. To be honest, I think the intelligence minister is the best spot for Farouk, because he sucks, but he also only slows our intelligence gathering. He doesn't prevent it. So, fundamentalist in charge of communications. That makes sense. And then for liberal, we'd probably put him in charge of our foreign ministry, or maybe our finance. We'll do finance ministry. It'll increase our revenue. So it looks like we have a foreign ministry spot open, but I guess I'll just be handling foreign policy on my own. Novastrian National Anthem. Don't think I've heard that before. First time being in the big chair. Yeah, my own little Oval Office. Let's take a look at the regional. Oh, I'm a little puppy. A little puppy above my head. Okay.
My name is Tariq Badu. As parliamentary chief of protocol, it is my duty to ensure that your instructions reach our parliamentarians.
How can I trust you?
You have settled into your new office? May I offer some suggestions on our first steps to restoring order to Bajinji?
Probably not. No. But stay, in case I have... Well, sure.
Yes, please begin.
Excellent. To start, there are 2 units of currency to be concerned with. One is our treasury funds.
I think I just agreed to the tutorial, by the way.
The other is the loyalty of our parliament. We will need to rebuild basic infrastructure to begin. Click on the state infrastructure
Yep.
button.
Just agreed to the tutorial. Where's my mouse? Let's go walk by the menu. People are without water and sewage, and it will cost us treasury funds to restore it. When you're ready, click on the restore water and sewage icon. Okay, that seems important. Okay. Medical engineering and relief from now. What do we want to do? Do we want to do, let's see, allow foreign aid workers, medical team, negative $3 million for healthcare costs, so it'll drop our healthcare costs and then help our sick and wounded population. Engineering team increases military approval and reconstruction limits are reduced. This is more of a infrastructural change. David, it is like midnight, and it is a weekend, but yes, you're right, and the game's been out for a while. Engineering is important. Screw the people. Okay.
And now click on the policies button.
Well, if you say so, who's the president, me or you? Stagnant, workers feel exploited, minimum wage. State surveillance. Let's see. Where's minimum wage? Legalized euthanization, death penalty, school funding. Where the hell is... Where is the minimum wage? I'm freaking blind right now. Oh, good lord. Okay. Free trade zones, that was over here. Whoa, do we want to go that far? Is this like an on or off? Yeah. Okay. I don't know what he said to do next. Yeah, that's good.
Click on the treasury button.
No. Is it really going to take me through every single one of these items? Okay, raising your taxes will lower your approval, but may be necessary in the short term. Let's see, right now we're at 6 million a turn income. If we increase it, we're up to 8 million. Approval drops. I don't know if I trust you, little punk.
Most actions in the game, there are 4 time points in a turn. When all 4 time points, most actions, including building, when our industries are restored in the state infrastructure menu, Bajinji will receive those resources will appear. I suggest exporting goods that other countries will pay well for, and importing goods necessary to manufacturing both. Click on.
I don't know what I'm doing. So, oil is important for us.
Keep your friends close. The people love Farouk. So,
Why do they love Farouk? They should love me.
but we should. When faction approval drops, when your cabinet members get displeased, or when we start to lose wars or run out of funds, their loyalty for now.
That's the little map over here on the right. You can see. It's interesting that we have a parliament when we're like a, theocracy. I suppose they could be members of the clergy or something. Okay. No one likes him. Okay. You can bank loyalty points? That's interesting. This game is a lot deeper than I remember when I first took a look at it.
This is not everything there is to see and do, but with luck you can always hit the buzzer if you. For now, I have.
Goodbye, sir. Oh no, the phone. The red phone.
Greetings, Your Excellency. I am President Aro Navos.
This is really cool. I think when I played the game, it must have been in early access because I don't remember any of this.
Of the People's Republic of Bazanji from the tyranny of the Salman family. The Salman regime was a threat to the whole region. That is why we provided your rebellion with the weaponry and training necessary to overthrow the tyrant.
Ah, yes.
Once the transitional government has restored Bazanji's infrastructure and industry, let us work towards restoring our trade relationship. Do not hesitate to contact me if there's any way Kashara can be of assistance to you.
For your call. I am certain our two great nations will work together to bring great prosperity to the region. There is much work to be done, but I am grateful for your country's support.
Okay. Let's end the call, I guess.
But I must go. Let us speak again later.
Goodbye.
I don't know if I was supposed to talk to him about anything in particular. So we've got 57 approval rating right now. We could build infrastructure, I think, unless we've already done that in that little tutorial. So, okay, now we get these. I think these happen right away. So now we can choose to either rebuild telecommunications, or we can restore financial services. This gives us capitalist support and increased tax revenue. This just gives us tax revenue, although it probably makes the people a little bit happier. Oh, it doesn't look like we can do that right now. Huh. Okay. Where's our budget? Treasury. So right now I think we're at a positive budget for the year. If we take a look inside the books, we can see we're a positive 8 million per. Right now, no trade agreements in place. You can see here various commodities. That's income. That's our savings. Current balance is 0. So we don't have any money. Discreetly funnel money from the National Treasury into your offshore bank account. That really seems to be a theme of all these games. Simyunta, Tropico, and this game is like, well, you're really a corrupt asshole, so you better store some money for when you escape. Money laundering services can be withdrawn. At the end of the game, will increase your final score. Earning XP that can be used. Okay, well, we don't have any money to deposit, so... Oh, wait, no. This is our private bank account. Maybe we do have money. We have 280 million. Okay. Plus 8 million per turn. So we do actually have a little bit of money. Let's take a look here where we've already done Parliament Cabinet. We know Parliament is roughly loyal. I wish I didn't have to. Okay. So Parliament's pretty loyal right now. They're all kind of in the either mild to supportive range. There's only, looks like 2 spots. I wish you could see who the people were who were really against us. 60 loyalty points. Remain static. I can fire people. I can't fire Farouk. Editorial. So I could use banked loyalty points for different political things to increase our popularity. That's kind of neat. If I go to the phone, I can go chicken stand. Oh, Emperor Roost #1. That's fucking awesome. The United States of America is the only actual country. There's Tajikistan, Prime Minister Rashid Nazarian. There's Chickenstan, Emperor Roost 1. And Kalashara, President Aranavos. Now, he claims to be our friend. What's the intel on him? Gather useful information about him. Or maybe that's if I issue that order. I guess we don't have any information. No information on Emperor Roost I or the United States. Military size, vastly superior. Well, that makes sense. Unknown. Okay. There's more than just the screen, though, right? There's regional map, so we can go over there. And you can see here's all the countries around us. The United States is some foreign-off land. This map almost looks a little bit like Iraq turned on its side, with Chickenstan being Turkey. I don't know what Tajikistan would be, but it's not really. But there's Kalashara, the country that was our friend. You can see all the countries that go back and forth. We could do border security. We could export small arms. But we don't have a foreign minister, so that hurts. Newspaper. What do we see here? 50,000 attend Liberation Day parade. Record crowds dawn to celebrate the end of the Salomon family's tyranny. Okay, cool. ICBM game. I want to play the ICBM game. Come on. Alright. And unlockables? What's that? Oh, we've got our own little private stash where you store points. We can't spend anything, so it doesn't really matter right now. Hermit Kingdom. Oh, so you unlock different scenarios based on XP. Okay. That's interesting. And encyclopedia and situation room. So let us go to the situation room. There's our General Nadir.
Oh, do you have any orders, Excellency?
Do we have a WMD console?
I am considering deploying our forces into Chekanistan, but are the risks?
We have insufficient intelligence on the exact number and deployment on the Chiki.
Okay.
How is morale within our armed forces?
The armed forces are satisfied.
Okay. Alright. I don't need to listen to you. Strategic overview. Let us look at the big map. The big board! We can't let the Russians in! Oh, so we can move troops around. That's kind of neat. So, if I want to move them inland... Yeah, okay. Cool. So I just moved them off the border of Tajikistan. This is a little very basic map, but still kind of neat. Still turn 1. So that's the military map. American drone strikes appear to have killed the leader of an insurgency. Whoa! Group in the mountain region, but also harmed several bystanders. The group accuses your regime of colluding with the Americans and attacking your own people. Wait, what? We didn't do jack shit. What are you talking about? Condemn the assassination as a violation of your sovereignty. Lowers American relations, but makes our neighbors like us more. Praise the Americans for their efforts in combating terrorism. Will only make America like us. Send $40 million in financial assistance to the families of the victims, which is kind of the, like, will make everybody happy, but it hurts our treasury quite a bit. Fuck the Americans. And the fundamentals will love us for it. Alright, we're turn 2 now, so apparently that decision was something that came up at the start of our turn. I would like to take a look. So we already looked at General Nadir. Need a completed nuclear weapons program to access the WND program. Okay, so we don't have nukes. Intelligence. What is our procurement officer? Oh, that's the person over here in the corner, I assume. So right now we have 3 infantry battalions. A massive military force. We could procure another infantry battalion for 50 million. A tank brigade for 120 million that we don't have, I guess, is what it's telling me. A rocket battery, which, well, maybe we do have it. It's just really expensive. That's why it's in red. So basically right here it's saying the infantry's weak because it's only got 1 attack, 1 defense, but it's cheap and ongoing, so they're green. Here it says the tank brigade has decent attack and great defense, but is very expensive. The rocket battalion's 100 million, and the fighter squadron is 200 million. Wow. Let's go for a tank battalion. So we'll have 3 infantry battalions, 1 tank brigade, which that sizing doesn't make sense. We just spent quite a bit of our money on purchasing that. If we take a look at the situational board, you can see here, these guys are still redeploying, it looks like. I'm going to move these back to the border with Tajikistan, but then we'll leave this tank brigade kind of in here. So we'll assume we're buying some tanks from Russia or something. And then you've got WMD Council, we don't have them. Clandestine operations, and then go back to the office. So what are our clandestine operations? Nuclear weapons development not possible without a clandestine facility. Basenji Space Program. Initial cost, 60 million. Ongoing expense, 10 million. 45% chance of success. It'll take 20 turns. We'll be out of money by then. Hydroelectric dam. It's expensive. I'm not sure what this does for us. Doesn't really make it clear. The Great Firewall. The assassin brainwashing not possible without clandestine facility. Time machine. A time machine? Whoa! This game just went out into left field. The game has a time machine. Okay. Have fun with that. Alright. Well, how do I start? I guess that's my question is, how do you start a nuclear weapons program?
The armed forces are.
Okay.
Thanks.
Huh. Alright, we'll go back to our office. Not sure how I build a clandestine facility, but it looks like our approval went up 2 points this turn also. So, overall popularity up to 59% resources. I don't know how to read that yet. Fundamentalists are more happy with us. Capitalists less so. Patriots a little bit less so. 11 million per turn profit now. Policies, what can we do? So Patriots will like us at 2% more per turn. Capitalists at 3% less likely. So they don't like the fact that we have legalized unions. Union power is limited. Versus what? What do we... unions legalized. Okay. So leave that Wait, what? So why would the capitalists like us less? Oh, because I'm stupid. Okay. So the capitalists don't like us because of our unions. You would think would like our free trade policy, free trade zones. Yeah, they do. Okay. So they like our free trade zones. Week of prayer, they probably don't like. Would be my guess. Yeah, they'd prefer if we have no prayer week, but we'll maintain that to keep the fundamentalists happy. CCTV, no, they don't care about that. Legalized gambling, so strictly prohibited right now. Run casinos by the government, which will make the capitalists much more happy with us. It'll make the fundamentalists less, and everyone else doesn't really care. I would think it would generate us some revenues as well. So I think we can have government-run casinos, even if the capitalists don't like it. So if we do the one-year skilled workers visas, it will make the patriots neutral, but they already kind of like us. It will make the capitalists increase their like for us. Keep the fundamentalists and the liberals at bay. So I think that's okay. Now we're good with the capitalists, good with the fundamentalists, good with the patriots. The only concern here is the liberals, who don't like the death penalty. We could get rid of it, but then that would make the patriots hate us, so we won't do that. What about this? This is school funding. We could limited school capacity. Will the patriots dislike us? Functional schools. Oops. So no one actually dislikes the schools. It's just expensive. But we can make them like us a lot more. It does cut into our revenues a bit. But it actually is a good way to make everybody kind of like us. Is just saying, like, let's educate people, which doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. I don't think that would be accurate for the fundamentals. We can increase limited transit systems. So you can see here that we have very little budget flexibility, but this will at the very least stabilize people's opinion of us and actually increase people's opinion of us across the board. The liberals are, you know, a little bit not totally in vein with us, but or in love with us, but patriots will like us a lot more if we improve model law enforcement. Police state. But actually this will make the patriots love us. Okay, so everybody's really going to like us right now. That's kind of my read on the situation. CCTV would probably be bad. It'd be good for patriots, but liberals would hate us. I don't see the need to do that, especially right now. It only really would upset the liberals, it looks like. But the patriots already kind of like us, so we'll leave things as is. It's also going to add additional expenses, I believe, if we were to do that. Maybe not, but we'll leave things as is. If we go back here, turn 2, we've almost made all of our decisions that we can. We don't have much in the way of free funds, so we could increase taxes, but doing so will hurt our approval. So any more would hurt jobs. So 16% seems like it's kind of the upper maximum without hurting jobs. It does hurt approval, so if we go back here and look at our policies, we'll see that approval's flat across the board on policies specifically. So that's okay. -1 approval for fast food production. I don't even understand the screen. Like, it just lists stuff, but it doesn't tell me how much we have. Alright. I think well, let's look at our infrastructure. Is this still being built? Okay, so we invested $60 million, and the capitalists will like us a lot more for that, in both financial services and telecommunication services. That'll take $60 million and take 2 turns, but it actually is going to help our annual budget all the way up to $7 million. Okay, some Basenjis, particularly in the Kwarif province, chew a tree sap resin known as bush tashish as part of an ancient social custom. Bush Hashish is a mild opiate that includes euphoria and excitement that is legal in most of the African countries and the Middle East. New evidence indicates that Bush Hashish may be far more harmful for consumption than previously believed, linking to certain cancers and birth defects. I don't see the problem. Plus, for that region, regulate the production and impose a vice tax. No one likes that, but it will increase our income. Legalize consumption, but ban production. Everybody hates. Ban possession. Everybody hates. Okay, so I really don't see the problem. Alright, folks, well that's going to be somewhat of a natural stopping point. So I'm going to go ahead and end the simulation here, and we will pick up the live stream. I recorded about an hour of footage in this initial live stream. So what I'll do is I'll break it into 2 pieces. You'll see part 2 in a couple of days, but I hope you enjoyed part 1 of my Rogue State live stream. I may do another live stream here this weekend. I may actually stream right now after I'm done recording this. So keep an eye out for that, but part 2 of this initial live stream will be up within a couple of days. Hope you guys enjoy it. I know I've been doing a lot more live streams than historical discussions about events and things like that lately. Let me know if you'd like to see more of the, just dig into history versus playing it live. I'm still going to come back to Civil War Generals 2 and provide some more of that kind of historical discussion around the battles that occurred there, but I'm open to what you guys think as well. So I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Hope you enjoy the series, and please leave any comments or thoughts in the thread. But until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching, and I'm out.